the sun shone, and when the sun shines, people will always come to see cricket, especially when it's as entertaining as so much of it was this season.
Well, no end to stories about cricket and no greater storyteller than John Arlott. The story today, though, is a pretty simple one to tell. It's rained all day and the covers were on, and all we've seen happen out there in the middle is that the covers came off when saturation point was reached and the match was abandoned at about 2:30. And that's how it all stood at the end. Match drawn, 462 England with 170 for 8, and South Africa replying with 343 all out. It was a presentation. There was the man of the match presented by Michael Proctor, and that was Michael Atherton for his century and a handsome comeback in good style under somebody else's captaincy this time. And then David Gower is with the two captains.
Alec, an interesting first test match. It was beautifully set up for this final day, so it must be a huge disappointment that there was no play.
Yeah, I thought the first 4 days went really well. Some very good, entertaining cricket. And unfortunately, the weather's had the final say on the day that matters.
Now, as far as England are concerned, having been put into bat, so you got yourself into a very fine position, gained the ascendancy in the match. What more could you ask for, apart from winning?
Yeah, exactly, you can't ask for much more. I thought the two openers played exceptionally well. Obviously had a lot of luck, but you needed it on the first day. Played very well and set up the platform for a very good total. Obviously the disappointment of losing Darren Gough had a big influence, but again I thought the bowlers battled hard. Full credit to South Africans for the way they came back. I thought Jonty Rhodes played exceptionally well. And unfortunately the last day, as I said earlier, we will never know if we were going to win, if it was going to be a draw, or if South Africa were going to sneak a win.
Now, what sort of pointers do you think this match gives for the rest of the series?
I think it will set it up very well. Two very good sides who are looking to play competitive cricket, and 4 more test matches to go. Hopefully the sun will shine, and ideally England finish up on top.
Now, your batsmen put you in a good position. Your bowlers worked hard in the absence of Darren Gough. What about this South African batting lineup? Obviously goes down a long, long way. That tail yesterday wagged rather nastily against you.
Unfortunately, it did, but I think they're a side who fight very well. You say they've got strength in depth, both with the bat and the ball, and they showed their true colours. They never give in, and full credit to them. They avoided the follow-on, and then I thought they took the game to us. I thought the two of them, Klusener and Rhodes, played positively, and that was what was required. And it'd be a tight series, but they well played South Africa, but more than happy the way we played.
Okay, so you're looking forward to Lords. What about you, Hansie?
For sure, I think I agree with what Alex says. They obviously played very well on the first day to lose only 1 wicket, and to me that was the only disappointment from our side, was that we only picked up 1 wicket on the first day when, as a captain you win the toss, you're looking to get 3 or 4 at lunchtime and didn't get enough balls in the right place, but there's still a long way to go. Pleased to come through the game without a loss after they set 462, so we know where we went wrong and we can put those things right in the next couple of games.
Obviously, having won the toss, a lot was expected of your premier bowlers, Alan Donald and Sean Pollock. How much of a worry is it that they didn't really strike form here?
I'm not too worried about that. It's a case of, same with Gary Kirsten, who didn't score any runs in the one days and came back and scored a couple of hundreds against Gloucester. So to me, I just believe that they're fine bowlers and they will come back when it really matters.
And as we said earlier, the batting lineup seems to have this strength and depth, which gets you out of trouble at times.
Yeah, too often. We've got to start making runs at the top, and it's obviously early on in the summer the ball does a little bit, and that's where I thought they played very well. Atherton, Butcher, Stewart, they all played very, very well early doors and put the ball in the right place when they bowled, and those are things that we can look at as well.
Now, is there a sense of relief you got away with this one, or was there a definite feeling in your camp that you maybe could have won it this afternoon had there been play?
Well, we're under no illusions. We realised that it was going to be a difficult task to get 300 odd on the last day, bit of uneven bounce. But we just felt that without Darren Gough, there was a slight possibility of their bowlers maybe getting tired if they have to bowl 85 overs between 3 of them. So we were looking forward to the fight today, but unfortunately the weather came and won the day.
Well, honours even, start again at Lords.
For sure, and I think, as Alex said, this test match is very much feel the opposition out, and we know where we stand now and go to the next test match, and both teams looking forward to a tremendous summer.
Well, honours even, I quite agree, and it's the winner really was Rain in the end. Man of the match, Michael Atherton, match drawn, great frustrations, but a lot learned by each side about the other, I think. Very often it's an easy way out for a test team to have no blood spilt, but they've learned a lot about each other and about themselves. I'm sure there'll be a lot of hard work going into the next few days' practice before the matches coming up. Let me have a look at those for you. First of all is the Benson Hedges semi-finals, Leicestershire versus Surrey, Yorkshire versus Essex. Highlights on BBC 2 at 8 p.m. And then our live coverage, the test match at Lord's a week on Thursday. We look forward to bringing you all the events there. In the meantime, from EDGBASTON, goodbye.